Homeowners will see their property taxes increase. Commuters will see TTC fares on the rise. All of this to help balance the city's budget this year. I'm Yazdani live at City Hall, where today the $13 billion operating budget was presented to council members and the public. Many raising red flags that two of the city's most urgent needs aren't being addressed.
This isn't a budget that reflects the priorities of our city, and that's investing in things like public transit, like affordable housing, making sure we have a strong financial footing moving into this term of council, and it's just not there.
On the list of unmet capital needs in this year's budget, transit expansion and affordable housing, two urgent issues that have left the city's most vulnerable populations in a crisis. But an already strained city budget means they will require additional funding strategies, including passing the 10-cent fare hike that the city's transit board approved last week.
The real fear for me in this budget is the lack of investment in Toronto community housing and in the TTC. We heard from the TTC they need tens of billions of dollars. This budget doesn't cover it. And for the first time, going back to about 2006, we're making conditions worse in community housing. We're going to have more units closed. We're going to have more leaky roofs. We're going to actually make housing worse in the City of Toronto because of this budget.
The city balancing the budget by increasing property taxes in line with inflation, water rates, solid waste rates, and TTC fares. They're also heavily relying on a $45 million contribution from the federal government to help cover additional refugee shelter costs. Today, Mayor John Tory met with Prime Minister Justin Trudeau to secure the money. City staff say this has been an especially difficult year because of the shrinking municipal land transfer tax, expected to be down nearly $83 million this year because of fewer than expected home sales. And there is not a whole lot of extra for some critical city needs.
On affordable housing specifically, it is not fair to suggest that those sort of costs need to be borne by property tax owners. That is an investment, that is a partnership that we critically need the federal and provincial governments.
Some councillors say relying solely on partnerships with other levels of government is not enough, suggesting property taxes should increase above the rate of inflation.
Toronto continues to be one of the lowest tax jurisdictions anywhere in the country. I think we have to say to people in Toronto, do you want to live in a great city where everyone has an opportunity to get ahead, or do you want to just save a little bit of money on your property tax bill? I'm prepared to pay more tax, and I think most people would be if they understood just how dire this budget is.
So how about that $25 million the city was supposed to save when the number of councillors was cut by almost half last year? That's what Premier Doug Ford promised would happen over the course of 4 years. Just ahead on City News, we ask city staff if any money was saved.